Woo. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh man, sorry about that, guys, ladies and gentlemen. My daughter's in town. Had a little accident. Man. Whew, that little girl there. But let me give me a little water. Shout out to all these YouTubers that's taking the content and breaking it down, finding the videos, holding people accountable, not getting caught up into the jokes and seeing the bigger picture. Shout out to you guys because without you guys spreading these videos and adding some type of video evidence to what I'm saying, a lot of times I'm going off, I'm joking, and sometimes you laughing as I'm saying stuff. But some of you guys have been doing a great job of, grabbing the key points of what I've been saying and then putting a video behind it. And then now people are starting to see. So much so YouTube is starting to, if you put my name in the title, they don't even want it shared. So I think at this point, you're going to have to change the name to like Mama's Cooking or something if you want to put my name in the title. Hold on one second. If you want to put my name in the title, you might want to use Mama's Cooking or MM or something because obviously it's something that I'm saying and something that you guys are seeing. And like I said, these YouTubers that are taking the videos and breaking them down and asking questions and seeing that people are attacking me and then turning right back around and saying, stop attacking me, but let's talk. So we got guys that's out here just selling hope, selling hope, taking videos down, the original video that would have been really damning to himself and whoever he aligns himself with. So he takes the original video down. So now you can only get clips of what was said about him. The guy who was selling hope, who was a character. So the one thing that I can't understand, and I've seen other YouTubers break it down, and what they're trying to understand is that how can a man who never met a man say so many things about a man and then turn around and be the victim? And now you're breaking down my mental state. You're saying I'm all about the jokes, after admitting you haven't watched an entire video. So it's just like, I want to play something because I'm still a little confused on how we get to this point. And shout out to Cat Williams. Cat Williams, I DM'd you, but I know you probably don't check yours like I don't check mine because I ain't used to have followers, nor did I care. So I still don't check it like that, but I need to start. But I'm looking for you to DM me back. So and I saw some other DMs that I didn't see. So I'm gonna start reaching out to those people. But I really, social media wasn't in my era. But let's see. Let me find this video. And this video is this video is supposedly the first time that Dr. Boyce talked about me. And I guess in his world, comparing someone to 6ix9ine, admitted gang member and a snitch, comparing a black man to that, maybe that in his world is not a diss. But in my world, and anybody normal, that you're not comparing me to somebody who's a great, honorable man, sir. You're comparing me to somebody who ratted out his whole crew, and that's his business. I don't have nothing to do. The comparison doesn't make any sense. So you claim to your subscribers that you didn't do anything wrong. And in my opinion, that was wrong. Then you said several other things about you, things you didn't know anything about. But I'm going to let the video speak for itself because I don't understand how you feel you didn't do anything wrong.
He's digging into this internet thing. You know, he's taking off kind of the way Kevin Samuels did. I noticed that when Kevin Samuels, Kwame's calling this out, and I love it. And the reason I'm making this point is because...
And another thing, Dr. Boyce, you said don't attack black men, but all you do is talk about black men. In all of your lines, you talk about black men and what they should be doing, and it's crazy.
I don't want him to lose his platform. They might take his channel down. They might take his channel down. If niggas like you let them.
It's sad. But Dr. Boyce, I told you.
Let me fast forward to the point where it's just him talking.
Down, you know, doing some real interesting stuff. And I really enjoy watching it kind of happen. I'm curious to see how it's going to play out. And I know a lot of people are into it right now. He's probably the most talked about person on the internet. I mean, Kwame Brown is a guy that I didn't think much about him, to be honest with you, until recently, until all this started happening. I knew of him like a lot of people did because of his play in the NBA. But, you know, it seemed to me that the whole, you know, idea of being called a bust for 20 years, it's unfair. And I can see how stressful that could be. But here's the interesting thing, right? I want to share this thought about the whole Kwame Brown situation that I can tell you that I've observed in terms of watching Kwame. I started watching a lot of his videos, and you know, and I mean, it's good. It's really interesting stuff, and I agree with a lot of it.
Now that sounds like a compliment. It's good. It's really interesting stuff. Keep going.
I mean, Jamel Hill. I've always thought Jamel Hill was full of shit. Stephen A. I'm about 40-60 on Stephen A. You know, sometimes he's fine, but other times he gets on, you know, stuff he does gets on my nerves.
So that's two black men and a black woman that he mentioned.
Kind of point out a couple of thoughts that I had about Kwame. There's literally nothing that I need you to do with this information. It's just me. I like to think. I'm a thinker, right? And I'm a...
So it's nothing you need to do with this information, but you like to think. You're a thinker. So everybody, well, what are all us? We just some dumb motherfuckers, huh, Doc?
An observer and a watcher, and I like to see it which way the wind's blowing. And here's the thing about Kwame that's really interesting. Kwame is he's digging into this internet thing. You know, he's taking off kind of the way Kevin Samuels did. I noticed that when Kevin Samuels, three people I think about that just blew up on the internet just quickly were Kwame, Kevin Samuels, and also that rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know, he was the guy that did all the snitching. And one thing I noticed.
Yeah, Tekashi 6ix9ine. He's the guy that did all the snitching. And one thing I noticed about Kwame, that you ain't saying nothing wrong though. You just a good friend, an ally. Condescending bitch.
That all of them figured out like what the formula was. They saw that everybody was going crazy, and it was you know, that they were getting 10, 20, 30,000 people watching their lives. So each of them kind of had a formula, and each of them started milking the.
Each of us probably had a formula. Each of us probably started milking the cow. Now I can speak for myself that this son bitch don't know me. And he admitted in a video that I didn't think much of Kwame. I didn't know Kwame up until he went viral. So how the fuck you know how I'm thinking? How the fuck you know how Kevin Samuels thinking? How the fuck do you know how Tekashi 6ix9ine thinking when you don't even know how your motherfucking wife thinking? Because if you would have known what she was thinking while she was looking at Willie D, then motherfucker, you would have had better shit to be worried about than to talk about me on your fucking anniversary or your wedding night, motherfucker. You's a dumb doc. Oh, sorry. I didn't wake up with violence. I just had to go off on that nigga. Let's proceed. Back to peace.
You know, making a ton of content and all that. Like Kevin Samuels goes live probably two, three times a day, it seems like. And he's good. He's damn good at what he does.
I'll be out in a second.
Gummo came out where he was pretending to be a gangster, and it worked really well. Next thing you know, every video sounded like Gummo. And then
where he was pretending to be a gangster. Hold on. So what that got to do with me, Doc? You just say a lot of dumb rambling shit. Oh, was Tekashi 6ix9ine when he was in Gumbo, where he was pretending to be a gangster? Now bring it full circle to how that relates to Kwame. Oh, you can't? You don't in the video? You just said a bunch of shit because you a dumbass doc. Let's rewind that back.
With Kwame, when Gummo came out, where he was pretending to be a gangster, and it worked really well. Next thing you know, every video sounded like Gummo. And then with Kwame loves going online. You know, he loves having.
So I'm supposed to view that as you respecting me, that you compared me to a guy that pretended to be gangster and then proceeded to say, with Kwame, he loved to go online. No, them niggas you protecting pretended to be gangster, because I ain't heard from Matt Barnes yet. And Jack said the side of him dead. So nigga ain't nothing pretending about me, punk. You pretending like your wife like you. You better stop taking her to Texas, motherfucker. That's what you better stop doing. Trying to talk about everybody, your friends. Slap hands, okay. Ain't all they gonna be slapping. Stupid ass punk.
Platform, and I'm happy for the brother. I really am. There's no problem with it at all. I mean, it's, you know, I'm sure people are scrambling. They're very upset that he's not owned and controlled by anybody, and that's what makes people like that very dangerous, right? If you have a
Now, Doc, you said you wanted to debate me, but there's another YouTube out there. I saw him last night. I can't remember, Level Up or something like that. He been calling your ass out. He a debater. I'm just a truth teller, and I'll whoop your ass in the debate too. But I don't know what we debating about. You don't want to debate. Niggas like you don't know how to debate. All you want to do is run your motherfucking mouth and try to talk circles around somebody, because most people identify with that feminine shit that you do now, instead of me telling you to shut your goddamn mouth. But a real man can see right through the dumb shit that you do. You talk with an effeminate tongue, you lead with disrespect, and then when somebody go off on your little bitch ass, you try to act like the innocent guy because you want to be liked. And you dead ass wrong with all this disrespectful shit that you saying with a guy that you admitted that you don't know. You don't know me. You don't know Tekashi. You don't know Kevin Samuels, but you making all these motherfucking blanket statements and you don't bring it home to a point. Never. You're just talking. No, your wife don't want to hear you talk, nigga. She probably want to listen to Ghetto Boy.
guy that's smart, that sees what's going on, that cares about black people, and isn't upset that
Let me
he's
rewind
not
that back.
controlled by anybody.
That
he loves going on.
He's gonna say out of his own mouth that it's people mad that I'm not owned and controlled by anybody. And I haven't heard him answer that question yet. What did you mean, sir? How did you know these people? I asked you questions. This ain't about no debate. Go on your channel and answer these questions about the shit that you said. Take Kwame out of it. Just like Homeboy said last night, you can debate your damn self. Talking about you 7'6" in a debate. Nigga, you a mental midget. You debunk every argument as soon as you keep talking. Somebody can literally look at what you said. You said Kwame said a lot of things that I say, a lot of good stuff, and I like it. We've been saying it for years. And then you proceed to say, anybody who following me is basically a jackass, and what's wrong with the black community? Which one is it, you dumb son bitch? I only want to take 10%. I'm not a populist. But if that make me a populist, then fuck it, I'm a pop. Oh, what you said? If that make me an elite, then fuck it, I'm an elite. That's what you said. You said I'm not trying to sound like an elite. But if that makes me an elite, to say I only want the smart people, the 10%, then I guess fuck it, call me an elite. Did you not say that, boy? This the shit you say out your mouth. I don't gotta debate no dumb motherfucker like you. You just got a title in front of your name, and that title has protected you because all you do is say a bunch of men name that the black community respects. The black community respects Willie D's name. The black community respect Dr. Claude Anderson's name. Everybody that you named out of your mouth, the black community respects. But the problem is the black community and white people are on my channel too, and they can hear you, boy. And the shit you say don't got nothing to do with what nobody else say. You sound idiotic. You disrespect people on your own show. You talk about this all-inclusive talk and being intelligent. A debate ain't about you. Soon as somebody disagree, you block them off your goddamn channel. That's all you do. Soon as somebody asks you a question, oh, you know what? I'm not even going to validate that question. Your hand be flickering like a motherfucker too, boys. I'm not going to validate that question. I'm not even going to validate that. How you not going to validate a legit question? A lot of people want to know, why was you fucking with that boy first? A simple goddamn question. Why was you fucking with him? And now you talking about you the victim. And you go to Kwame got valid on his page. That's all you talk about. How is this valid? Listen, okay. Dr. Boyce, I asked last night in my truck, if it's no go along, get along game, first of all, I don't know why I ever met you, because I never met you before. And you don't worry about athletes, and you don't have no way of getting in touch with no athlete. And then in your own argument, you had a way of getting in touch with me. I'm confused. In your own argument, you said, I got Eton Thomas number, I got this person number, I got that person number, I got this person number. So that means it'll be easy for you to get in touch with me. And your people got in touch with me the day after you ran your mouth. Soon as I said something back, somebody got in touch with me. You a funny guy, Doc. What's up with you, Doc? Oh, I forgot. You ain't a dope seller. You a hope seller. That's what you is. Your partner said that about you. Your business partner.
He loves having this platform, and I'm happy for the brother. I really am. It's no problem with it at all. I mean, I'm sure people are scrambling and very upset that he's not owned and controlled by anybody, and that's what makes people like that very dangerous, right? If you have a guy that's smart, that sees what's going on, that cares about black people, and isn't scared to say what needs to be said, and there's not a white guy that can pick up the phone and control him, then that's a dangerous black man. Now, with that said, though, here's what I'm observing with Kwame, and this is what my warning actually in terms of where this is going to go. Kwame is
how you know where this is going to go, boys? You know where this is going to go. That's what you just said. Let me rewind that back. Where this is going to go.
I'm observing with Kwame, and this is what my warning actually in terms of where this is going to go. Mm-hmm. Kwame is powerful because he's a populist. I heard him literally use the term "we the people," right? And that's a populist kind of sentiment, and populist energy. That is the kind of energy that you have behind the summer protests with Black Lives Matter. But the other thing about Kwame that's interesting is the way he challenges the black elite. He talks about the black elite that's on TV and speaks that honest truth that we've always talked about on this platform, that a lot of times the worst ideas get out to the black community because the Negroes on TV care nothing about actually going in and building for the community. And the reason they don't is because if they do that, they'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball.
So, by what Dr. Boyce Watkins just said, is that you should not be listening to your celebrities and your elites on TV. Because if they do something that'll help you, they'll be punished and replaced by someone that has to play ball. So why do you think they got you worried about who you like? Why do you think so many celebrities have blue check marks and all these following? Why do you think they pull hot sauce out on you during an election and tell you nothing about a plan? Dr. Boyce has been selling emotions. The media has been selling emotions. Ain't that better? Ain't that better? Shout out to Patrice O'Neal, RIP to Patrice O'Neal, one of the pioneers of speaking the truth. We are in assimilation, people. Dr. Boyce is pretty much explaining it to you how this thing really works. And I'll let you, since I'm not educated, Doc say he's educated. He has all the credentials to tell you guys the truth. So I'm going to let you listen to Doc's words one more time. So let it sink in. The man said, I'll repeat it after he said it. Let this sink in, what he just said.
Negroes on TV care nothing about. He talks about the black elite that's on TV and speaks that honest truth that we've always talked about on this platform, that a lot of times the worst ideas get out to the black community because the Negroes on TV care nothing about actually going in and building for the community. And the reason they don't is because if they do that, they'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball. So as he calls the go along to get along gang, basically is, and this is one of the reasons why I don't really answer the phone most of the time when black celebrities reach out to me. So I like the fact that Kwame appears to be somewhat independent. I like when he says, you know, look.
So what do y'all think Dr. Boyce was just describing there? I said there's a go along, get along game. And the go along, get along game is the people that can get your black actors to do exactly what Dr. Boyce just said. Dr. Boyce just said that none of your elites that are on TV, think about that. That's a lot of people. That's all the people that's telling you vote or die and all this shit, making all this motherfucking noise. They got all this motherfucking money that can do whatever the fuck they want. And they show it to you anytime they want to show it to you. But Dr. Boyce just said that they know better than to do something that'll help you because they'll be punished and replaced by somebody who will play ball. Dr. Boyce, you said you want to answer questions, right? I don't really talk to you, but you can do a video and the people might want to know, what do you mean by play ball? And if you play ball, what you got to do to play the ball? Because you saying a lot, Doc. And now that people are listening to you and not you name dropping like a little high school girl. Now we listening to you. Who are these people that you know? First of all, these black elites that you kind of talked about, but they ain't say no names. Who are these people? Because I got a couple. I'm telling you, Doc, I think we know already. I think we know. But what we would really like to know, we the people want to know. When you play ball, what game are you playing and who's set to win and who's set to lose? Doc, we want to know who's set to win because a game, when you go to Vegas and you play those games, the odds are against you. So who's set to win and who's set to lose, Doc? And what's going on? Why, who these people that want these games being played, Doc?